Hello there everyone, this is Seb and welcome to another Let's Check video. In this time we're checking out another PS2 game I recently picked up, which I had never played before. But I did some playing, hence the loading. I actually bought a new memory card to actually save some games again because I've lost mine, as I've mentioned in a previous video. But yeah, this game is made by Genki, which you might know from the Bushido Blade series, and sure enough this is sort of a spiritual successor, but not really. But yeah, it kind of follows the same premise of, you know, awesome sword fighting. And yeah, them katanas, they're awesome, so always cool to wield one of those and go slashy slash and stabby stab. In this game it's just like Bushido Blade, it's a one-on-one fighter. It is different in some ways, which made it kind of a commercial failure because people didn't like it as much. I mean, come on, you're fighting ghosts and stuff. Well, not really actually, although I do believe this is actually in the game. Haven't seen it yet, but I've heard it's there, where you can fight your own ghost. And yeah, early computer animated graphics makes for some scary faces, man. I think this was released in 2000 in Japan as Kengo, and in the rest of the world in 2001 as Kengo Master of Bushido, which I think is actually kind of a redundant name, but yeah, the rest of the world tends to not know Japanese very well, to which I am no exception. My Japanese is terrible. So, you know, yeah, and we'll get a lot of this. Swords being drawn, and after the drawing of swords, there's the drawing of blood. Probably most of it will be mine, but yeah, let's see what I can actually do. Now I did play some of it, so I can actually show some more of the game in the single player, but let's first just check out the tournament real quick and see some actual fighting, or, you know, attempt thereof. So there's a character select screen. There's actually some unlockables. I'm not sure how you can unlock people. I think just by beating them in the main game. I'm not sure. Who should I pick? I have no clue. So let's just go with someone and get to some murdering. Preferably. Although it will probably be the murdering of Seb here. But yeah, let's see. So yeah, this is a very different game than most combo fighting games like Street Fighter and the likes. It's not as much action packed and all that. No, this game is all about the technique, patience and skill, which is basically all things I lack, so, you know. It's gonna be terrible, but yeah, you have your 4 face buttons. Whoa. And circle makes attack. It's the only, well, it's your main attack button, and you can hit it 3 times for your combo, and as you see, a good placed combo will end the match right away. That was pretty awesome. And that's basically your attack. It's one combo. You can change your combos by hitting the shoulder button. Like now I have more of a horizontal slashy. Oh, that had to hurt. Ouch. And that hurts as well. And it's over, man. But yeah, that's all you really have. So you can have 4 styles. You can customize those styles, by the way, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of moves you can learn, and you can customize your combos like that to suit your liking. And you really have to balance speed and technique. And the X button makes you block, like so. You can just keep it pressed and not move. That would be preferred. This will eat up ki, so you need to be careful of that. If you're out of ki, you can no longer defend, so, you know, that's a problem. Successful blows will raise your ki. It's the bottom green bar. And also you can taunt your enemy to build your ki if you have some distance. Let us try that. And we actually get a new location. If you draw some distance, you can actually go and cheer yourself up. And now I have full ki. If I press triangle, you get your special, which is pretty cool. Now the square button will make you parry blows, and I'm actually doing pretty good, which is very odd. But yeah, let's head into the actual single player mode, so I can talk a bit about that before the video runs too long, because that's quite interesting as well, and I'll tell you what the square button actually does in just a bit. But yeah, it makes you parry, so you can avoid blows, which is a better way to do it, but it's a bit harder. Yes, let's load the game. Thank you very much. Now, when you start a new game, it will actually first you need to pick a character. There are 3 characters to choose from. They start with different statistics. Like you've got one who's really based on attack, so he has a higher attack power and speed, and one that is really agile and has high spirit. And I think spirit actually makes you gain ki faster and lose it less fast. And spirit or insight will make the parry and blocking easier. But other than that, you can raise these stats as you'd like, so it really doesn't matter as much who you pick from the beginning, and that was a bit of a shame, I think. Anyway, when you go into the status screen, you can go to edit forms, and here is where you can actually customize your combos, which is pretty cool. Now, I hope there's no experts watching, because I'll probably make a mess of things, but yeah, so here's your move list from the different dojos who you've fought against, and you can customize them as you like. And there's no statistics to really see which work better. You really have to go from, well, basically what you see, which is kind of hard, but also kind of interesting, you know. You can also choose your sword. If you beat the dojo, you will gain that sword, except for the top one. And each sword will have a special, like which I showed before. Specials take a long time to charge, so you're really opening yourself up for attacks, but they do a ton of damage, so that's pretty cool. And well, let's just head into a fight. When you first start out, you will actually need to train at the dojo you choose, and afterwards you can challenge other dojo masters for a duel, and if you win, you will gain their sword. And as you go through the students, you will also pick up some more techniques to go at. Anyway, each dojo has different aspects to them. They do handle different techniques. Let's just go for this one and see what happens. Probably gonna get my ass kicked. But yeah, so we put aside our nice steel katana and we go with the stick, the bokken. Because that is the honorable thing. So no more stabby stabby and slashy slashy, now we just go pokey poke. There's no actual story. Like all these masters, when you come in, they look different, but they all say the same thing. It's a bit of a shame. It should have been dressed up a bit more. Like, each character has a backstory, but if you don't read the manual, then you wouldn't even know it. Anyway, so now we have the ouch, that was a parry, by the way. So now we have the wooden sword. It's still the same fight. Will you stop that? Jeez. There you go. It fights exactly the same like we had before, and I can just button mash this dude because he's the first one. But yeah, There's one difference, and that is with the steel blade you can actually cause bleeding effect, which means HP will drop all the time. And another difference, now we go through the students of the dojo, we will need to win consecutive fights. I think it's 5, and then you face the master. Now I didn't take too much damage there, so... ouch. I didn't take too much damage there, but you will... ouch. Well, if I win this one, we will certainly see it. Whoa. So the fights take place right after another. Oh, I should block that. And you will only charge a small sliver of health, really. So you know the next fight's gonna be disastrous for me, I think. Yep, only a small bit of health there, and I'm not doing too great. This game is really hard to talk and be good at as well. And that's locking blade that will raise ki as well, which is pretty cool. Let's see if we can do another special, because you know those look cool. Or not, you know, if you wanna get in here and be all awesome, be my guest, man. Oh crap. Ouch. So yeah, positioning is also very much key in this game. Like, you can't block if you're on the side. Also, there's the biggest difference with... oh crap. Wow, why didn't he attack me there? That was awesome though. Always great to finish with a special. But yeah, Bushido blade was notorious for, you know, having the same kind of thing. You really needed to have good technique, patience, and just wait for an opening and then strike and go for that one-hit kill. As we've already saw, there are ways to get one-hit kills, or at least in one combo. So you know that is certainly possible. Holy crap, dude! Easy. That was quite a flourish there. Ouch. But yeah, so there's not a real one-hit slashy thing is a kill. It does take some work here, which is kind of cool. What a lot of people, and that's Seb there. Bye bye. What a lot of people didn't like is that, unlike Bushido Blade, the Code of Honor that game goes by is kind of gone here. If someone turns their back to you, it's game on. And anyway, this is also kind of cool. As you go and lose fights, even if you lose, you will gain some stats. So you know, you will keep improving, so it'll become easier and easier. Fame doesn't do anything, and the other ones, well, we already gone over those, and the one we didn't, well, they are self-explanatory. And you know, we've beaten a couple of students of that dojo, so we get their techniques, which is cool. Now the numbers on the right is your potential, and you can also raise your potential by going to training. These are the training exercises you can do, and each will raise a different statistic. Like here's and we can just quickly go over them so you get an idea. This is to strengthen your attack power, and it's basically like a big quick time event to chop down this tree with your wooden sword. Not sure how that actually works, but yeah, I believe this one also gets harder as you go along, and I actually made a mistake, which is stupid, but yeah, talking and doing this at the same time is kinda hard, I must say. But yeah, it started out with the directional input, and I made a mistake again. Wow. Really not used to this, but it started with the face buttons later, and yeah, actually this is the first time I ever failed this. Then does the face button. I think later on you also get the shoulder buttons, and it will mix it up. But yeah, that's the basic idea of that one, and I still gained some points. Like if you chop it off, you get over 100 points of potential. So that's pretty cool. Second one's the waterfalls, probably the easiest one there is, because it's pretty much impossible to fill. It's to build your spirit by meditating under a waterfall. By quickly tapping the circle button. And you get most benefit when tapping when the waterfall is on its strongest, at which point your controller will vibrate violently. But yeah, if your HP runs out, you feel this exercise, but it's so easy to do. If you let go of circle, then it will slowly recharge your health, so you know, it's pretty much impossible to lose this as long as you get one red bar there. Pretty easy. Usually you can quickly fill that up, but yeah, I'm not tapping like a maniac. Not when I'm on the microphone, because, you know, it doesn't sound great. And you still get a lot of points regardless if you fully succeed or not. So yeah, that's easy way to build your spirit. Then there's this one, which I'm not a real fan of, but yeah, it's chopping down some bamboo. I guess it's time to feed the pandas or something. I don't know. But yeah, you just need to... come on, run... That's my biggest problem, and he kinda has this weird control. And that's just basically because it's a one-on-one fighter. It's not really meant to... you know, free run around. It's annoying. But, oh well. It works. You can also do a horizontal slash and it will split the bamboo stalk right in half, which is pretty awesome. Maybe face the right way, dude. Come on. There you go. You did it, buddy. Congrats. Doing a terrible job here right now. But was kinda expected. But yeah, the vertical slash, splitting it in half, looks pretty awesome, but the vertical slash is of course an easier way to go, as long as you actually go at it from the right angle. Jeez. But yeah, this is, I find, rather hard to control. How did that miss? I don't know. Sweet. Okay. And yeah, if you train your agility, you will be able to move faster in the arena as well, which is always handy. But yeah, I don't really like this exercise all that much, because it's so... It's not fun to control like this, but whatever. Yeah, these exercises can also get a bit repetitive. Luckily you get a lot of points. I mean, yeah, I didn't do great at all, but still got 90 points, so, you know, you don't have to do them that often, but they still get really repetitive really soon. And this is a balance opening for your inside, which is pretty cool, I guess, but also rather easy, although it can trip you up if you're not careful, which it's now probably gonna happen. Basically just keep in the middle of this thing. Yeah, I skipped that little thing. Or you get smacked. I mean, that's the purpose of the dude behind you. If you slack off the job, he's gonna smack you. But yeah, let it drop all the way to one side, and you get slapped, and you feel, and you will feel miserable. At least in your neck, because it's gonna get all bruised and stuff, you know. So, you know, keep it in the middle. And it's easy to overshoot and send it flying to one side, which would be terrible. But we did okay there. Pretty cool. The more you keep it to the middle, the more points you get, I guess. But yeah, again, I didn't do a perfect job there, but still 130 points. That's pretty awesome, right? Then this one, you need actually one of those swords, which you win from the dojos. It's called an excellent sword, but yeah, not sure why it's called excellent sword, but the first one you start out with is not an excellent sword for some reason. And you can actually break it. and if you break it you will need to send it to repairs. Here you need to first go nuts on the circle button again to build up some strength, which isn't great, but I should be able to go over the half there. Yeah, there we go. And now time it, and that failed, I think. Yep, and I broke the sword. Awesome. Yeah, if you time that correctly you will break that helmet and you will get more speed somehow. Somehow I figured it would be a better exercise to train your strength, but whatever. It's certainly training your own speed with that mashing of the circle button. And the better you do on that mashing bit, the bigger the timing box gets. So, you know, it's really beneficial. Anyway, we broke the sword. I think it takes 7 days of doing stuff, and then it'll be back. So, you know, and we had another one, so all's good. But yeah, that training exercise is kinda nasty. You know, you can break your sword, and that's no good. Anyway, there's the illusion one, which is pretty cool. You know, this is basically what he showed in the FMV with the candles. Now you get to slash them all out, which is pretty cool. It's also timing based. You just need to tap circle at the right moment, and then you're awesome. And if you're not, then you're not. Let's see if I can actually do decent here. I have succeeded in cutting all of them at once, which does feel great. And as you see, it does go faster and faster. That was too late, I think. Yeah, that one was too late. Oh well, one didn't go out. And I believe later on in the game, as you progress, you will get to fight your ghost here as well, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, and this one will get you stats in every statistic here. If you cut them all out, then you get 20 in each point. So, you know, that's a pretty good way to grind and not risk your swords. But to go from potential to actually stat increases, you need to actually fight other dudes at dojos, which is cool. So yeah, guys, that's basically it, what I had to show. You can keep going, and if you win, sometimes the students get all pissy and will go after you, and you get to fight them with swords and cut them up for real. One thing that's kind of weird, if you lose in such a fight, I haven't seen those yet, but anyway, if you lose a sword fight, there will be a tournament later on as well, which you can use your actual blades in as well. You'd think he's dead, but for some reason there's no game over in this game, which is really weird, but it is what it is. I think in later games they do address this and you do get a game over, and they altogether are more polished. But yeah, altogether I think it's a pretty neat game. I'm actually interested now in checking out the sequels as well, which I hear at least the second one is better. But yeah, all in all, it's pretty cool. Graphics aren't maybe not that great, there's not that much sound, but actual gameplay, I think it works. So yeah, if you have the chance, check it out, and let me know what you think of this game regardless. Maybe you've played it before, so would like to know your opinion on the game. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching once again, and until next time, take care. Bye bye for now.